Hello, we are going to talk about how to install Screencastify onto your Chrome browser. So Screencastify is actually an extension. So you're going to go down to your bottom and you're going to find the web store, not the Play Store, but the web store. And click that. It should automatically have extensions highlighted, but if it's not highlighted, you want to make sure you click extensions. In the search tab, you're going to type in Screencastify and hit return. And it is the first one that comes up, Screencastify, but make sure you have this kind of salmon color and it has the arrow with the video camera in it. You're going to add to Chrome. It's going to give you kind of a warning message. Yep, I want to add the extension. And then it shows that it is working on that. So once that's done, it gives you a message up here. It says Screencastify screen video recorder has been added to Chrome. So if you were to close out of all of this and you reopen a Chrome window, you're going to see it as an extension up here. So all of these things are extensions. Screencastify has this little salmon colored arrow with a video camera icon. Click that and it'll bring you to a setup page. So you're going to first, step one, sign in with Google. It's going to ask you to get permissions. You want both of these things checked. You're going to allow. And then it gives you some celebratory, hooray, you're all set. Now you could go through each one of these or tutorials so that you know how to use what you're doing. If you feel confident, then you can go ahead and close out of this. And to start a Screencastify, you click that extension in your Chrome browser again. And once it's on, if you've loaded it on your Chromebook, it'll be on any device that you use with Chrome. So that little arrow will be there. So if you go over to your desktop computer, it'll be there as well. And then there's some features here, some settings here you kind of want to pay attention to. So if you click browser tab, that means it's only going to pay attention to the single tab that you currently have open. Desktop is everything on your desktop, so that'll show the background, it'll show any tabs that are open. If you minimize something, it'll show what's behind it, and then webcam will only show what's seen through your Chromebook or computer's webcam. You definitely want to make sure your microphone is on, and that's the default if you are speaking. This one is not defaulted. It is embed webcam. So what does that look like? Well, an embedded webcam is, you've seen it probably before, where there's a little image of the person down in the right-hand corner and it's showing them talking. That's the embedded webcam. So I'm going to go ahead and start a Screencastify for you so you can see what it's like. I'm going to embed the webcam so you can see that. And then if you have multiple camera sources, of course, you can choose which one it is. And I'm going to go ahead and hit record. So there you can see that I'm down here in the bottom. I'm going to pick my entire screen, and then I'm going to share. And then it usually gives a countdown. So 3, 2, 1, and then it starts recording. You can see up here when you're recording because it has a little red dot. And then when you're done, you go up to that again and you say stop. And it'll instantly render. Here we are back in Screencastify. I am going to show you some editing that you can do. So we will go up to edit. It takes a second to get loaded. And the editing tools are fairly basic here, so you can cut or crop, Probably the most effective is the text, and you can type in and add text. You're limited in where your placement is, so this one's in the center. You can place your text at the top. You can place your text again in the center and then at the bottom. You can highlight it, change the color of the text, just like you would in any Google type suite item, so email, etc. The sizing looks similar to what it does in email, so you have like small, medium, large, and that's basically how much you can edit there. So then you're going to go up and you're going to save to Google Drive, name it, and then it'll take a second to process the video. Once it's processed, you can share. So we'll go ahead and click share. And it looks like when you're sharing a Google Doc. You have some other options, so I'm going to go ahead and click out of that. It's going to take me back to the site, and this is where it's nice because you can see you've got some options. You can share it in YouTube. It's saved to your Google Drive up there. Google Drive saves it in a folder named Screencastify, but you can also publish to Google Classroom, which is really nice. So let's look at what that looks like. So you're going to choose the class that you want it to go to. You're going to choose how you want it to go into that class, and then you'll click go. And then here's where it's linked. You can select a topic. Because I selected material, I don't have all the grading, etc. options, and then save. And we'll go ahead and look at what that looks like in view inside of the Google Classroom. And it opens up in its own window, and it seamlessly integrates. Perfect. That's it. Thanks for joining me on today's Tech Tip.